I was caught off guard right there. Yes, and Good Morning Kenya gets to continue. We get into a different conversation right now, and we will be talking about the multi-currency card by KCB. And with me is one Mr. Johnson Ondicho, who is the KCB Bank Kenya Head of Digital Channels. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Vivian. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you on the show as well. Let's begin by us just talking about, you explaining to us what the multi-currency card is.
Thank you very much. Of course, coming after a very heated debate on the political side, we tone it down now and talk about money.
Yes, let's talk about money.
In a digital way.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited again to be here just to explain this unique, first of its kind in the country, the multi-currency prepaid card. And I want to really make it very simple in this discussion to understand why a multi-currency prepaid card. First of all, when we talk about a multi-currency prepaid card, with 11 wallets. Wallets are basically just a store value. We are carrying money in different wallets, different stores of value, just to make it very simple. So today, if I will just give it with I will explain it on a situational point of view. Today, you want to travel out of this country. You're going probably to Australia. So you'll start thinking about how do I go and change the currency. First of all, you have Kenya shillings. And how do I get to Australia and get Australian dollars? So the first thing you'll do, you'll actually convert it to US dollars. That's the first thing most people do. Once you convert it to US dollars, then you get to the airport. And the first thing you start looking around is to look for exchange bureau.
Exactly. To
change into Australian dollar. Look at that experience. Look at the crankiness of that experience that you've been able to go through. Now, this is what we are trying to solve. Today, our customers are going to China for trade.
Yeah.
They have to either carry US dollars, then when they get to China, they again convert it to Chinese yuan. So that experience is what we are trying to resolve. That carrying of cash, the inconvenience of carrying cash is what we're trying to resolve. The foreign currency unpredictability and the cost of that exchange on every point of different is what we are trying to resolve. What you are telling, with one card, you are able to determine your exchange rate before you leave the country, whatever country you go.
So it's a card that can transact in 11 currencies.
Exactly. So we have one card, you carry 11 currencies, depending on your destination. So we are giving you all those options. And with partnership with MasterCard, we give you the global acceptance. That means you can even pay with that card wherever you go in the world with those 11 currencies.
That's an interesting one.
Very
and as you say, it's a first of its kind in Kenya.
Exactly.
Right? It can carry 11 it can support 11 currencies. So if you can just mention some of these currencies.
So of course, the first one is Kenyan shillings. It has a wallet for Kenya shillings, the USD, the sterling pound. We're talking about, I've mentioned already, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. We are talking about Japanese yen. We are talking about Chinese yuan. We're talking about Swiss franc in that country. So we have tried to really cover major currencies. And I don't think I've forgotten any. And it is not the end. We are saying we'll still continue growing these currencies, especially including the East African, including the UAE, dirham, as we continue to go. For now, we started with the major currencies where we look at our customers' destination. For example, Australia, we see a lot of parents now taking their children for education in Australia. We've sorted them. We see a lot of traders going to China. We've sorted. Actually, it is the first card with the Chinese yuan. Yes, very interesting.
All right, so maybe what challenges would you say this card is sorting? You know, how is it sorting that global spender?
Good. That's a very good question. So the first thing that this card is sorting is that unpredictability of the foreign exchange. You know, FX is always volatile. You don't know what tomorrow will be.
Yeah.
There is that always unpredictability around the FX. So what we are saying today, once you go to our KCB branch, or you're loading through M-Pesa, actually this card you load on M-Pesa, we're telling you, you're sure of that day exchange rate, and you're going to maintain it across your travel. Instead, when you get to different countries, different spend, every day there is a new rate. Now, number two, we are talking about when you travel, when you purchase from your card, there is a fee that is levied by your bank mostly to cover for that FX volatility. So to cushion that FX volatility, there is always a fee, a commission that is added over and above your exchange rate. And this is what you're telling you. Now you're able to take control of those kind of fees. You're coming from home, you're sure this is what I'm going to incur in my FX, and that is it across your travel.
Yeah.
So that is one thing we are trying to resolve. Another thing, we are reducing the number of cards you're going to carry. Today, if you want to go to all those destinations, you have to carry probably all those cards, if they are available. Today, we are telling you with one card you are able. And finally, cash. Most people also carry cash. You know, cash is not safe.
Yeah.
It is insecure. We are resolving all those problems.
Who's your target audience?
So our target audience are diverse Kenyans. So, you know, we are doing a lot of tourism. Kenyans actually are tourists. They go to the world.
Yeah.
Another target audience is the students who are going for further studies abroad. Athletes, we have quite a number of athletes. They are our runners, our rugby team now going to the next circuit is in Australia. These are the people we are targeting. Traders across the world. Those are the people, again, corporates are traveling every time. So we are telling them, we are giving you a solution that is actually predictable in terms of fuel spend when you go to outside the country. And just create convenience and security around your payment access to the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we mentioned since we began, you know, it's a first of its kind.
Yes.
You know, supporting 11 currencies. Why this innovation? And when was this, you know, when did this begin? When was it innovated? Let me use the word innovated.
Thank you. First of all, innovation comes from a need. So there was a need in the market. We observed, our customers requested us, how can you make our experience when we travel seamless, convenient, and safe? So it came from a need, a request from a customer, and we listened to this. So this is how we ended up just thinking about what is this we can provide in one place, one-stop shop, in a convenient way, how easy to manage. Because just to mention also, this card actually has a companion portal whereby you're able to log in and be able to see all your spend. So you are able even to track your spending wherever you are in the world. Also, for the parents, I think this is very, very, very exciting also.
Yeah.
When you give your child that card when they travel to the university, for example, to Australia, every spend, actually, if you want to monitor, you're able to get SMS back home, wherever they are spending. You're able to actually access the portal and able to see, if you want to see how they are spending. So you can take even control of what you're doing for your student and for yourself. So it's also create that peace of mind to the parent and able. And with the convenience of loading with M-Pesa, for example, anytime, and you're able to just monitor it from that portal, it makes great. So in terms of innovation, this is something we just launched last week. It has been in the cooking for some time, and we launched it last week, Thursday, in conjunction with MasterCard, one of our partners that will be able to do this together.
So it's just 1 week old.
Yes,
so
it's
far.
actually fresh from the kitchen.
Yeah.
And that's why we are here telling Kenyans, now walking into any KCB branch and apply for your multi-currency card that has 11 wallets, and you get the convenience of travel.
How does that application look like? I say I want to go apply for the multi-currency card. Where do I start and how does it look like? How does that process look like?
So we've made it very simple. First of all, you can actually request the card from our website, KCB www.kcbgroup.com. You can go there, select card. Once you select card, you'll go and find the multi-currency prepaid card icon where you'll click. Then it will ask you to register yourself. Just your name, your ID, and your phone number. Then once you enter into the portal, you'll find, if you don't have the card already, you'll find the request a card icon. You'll click on the request a card. It will take you through a simple registration process. Then it will ask you which branch would you want to pick your card from. So then you'll mention KCB is everywhere. We have over 210 branches. Very convenient for you to collect your card. Then you'll select your card, your branch, and then you'll find it in 2 days, you'll find it there. Also, you can actually walk into KCB, any KCB branch, and you'll be able to get your card. In a very simple process, just carry your ID and your PIN certificate. That's all we need for you to prepare to have this card. Okay.
How easy is it to load funds on the card? I know you've mentioned you can load through M-Pesa. How else can one load funds into the card? So
how you can load your card, you can load from your KCB iBank. If you're a customer already for KCB, you can load in from your cashier at any of the branch. And most exciting part is you can load with M-Pesa. So once you register in that portal, and you've picked your card will be available in your portal always, whereby you can be able to move the currencies within your by yourself, and also load through an SDK push. You just put your number, then you get your PIN on your M-Pesa, then you're able to load your card. Then once you load your wallet, probably Kenya shillings, then you'll go to your portal. Then you'll be able to move your currency depending on where you want it to be, Australia, dollar, wherever you want to which currency you want to use. So it's a very easy process, and it's very easy also to manage the card.
Yeah. Just take me through, or just enlighten me on the withdrawal now, when you want to withdraw your cash.
Yeah. So again, wherever you go in the world, you can go to any ATM. If you need now to convert
any ATM.
Any ATM in the world is MasterCard branded. That is what I was mentioning about global reach through our partner, that is MasterCard. So anywhere in the world you want cash, you will just go to any ATM in the world and you're able to withdraw. Locally, again, any KCB ATM card, we have over 800 points where you can be able to withdraw card. Just at 30 shillings plus excess duty, that's it, that you're able. We have the daily limits, and conveniently you can be able to get your cash out of the wallet. And just to mention a very exciting use case that has been there. Also, there are so many people doing e-commerce, online shopping, online payment, Netflix, content on demand. This is also a very good card for your recurrent payment. There are many people who want to buy things online on different currency. So it's a very, very exciting time for them because they want to use the same currency as where they are buying their stuff. Also, I wanted to mention that.
All right, and on that note also, that brings me to my next question on just how secure is this card?
Yeah. So the security around card is something that has been able to be built over time. So first of all, this card is chip and pin for your physical payment, what we call face-to-face. So you'll put your card and pin. You're able to secure it through a pin. On e-commerce, we have something called 3D. 3D is where we send you one-time pin to your phone number that you registered for you to be able to use that token or one-time pin or that code you send on the website you're using. So there is two-factor authentication around this. And then remember, it's an EMV compliant. In terms of just being schemed, it's not possible because we are doing a very dynamic security process that is able to secure your card. And over and above, even there is more complex security around it, like, for example, tokenization. This is where we generate very random things. I don't want to be complicated, very random numbers that is not able to be croned, and it's very extremely secure. And most important, every message of purchase comes to your phone on your phone. So you're able to monitor and just know what is happening around your card.
So the right measures have been taken
Everything
to ensure that
yes,
your
safe.
money is secure.
I mean, compared to cash, this is the most safest way. And today, anywhere you go in the world, you're able to pay card. You don't need to carry cash. And remember, paying with a card is free. Today is free.
Yeah.
Wherever you go to a card on a POS, on e-commerce, there are no charges. Now with multi-currency, even you're saving on the FX losses and fees. So it is actually very cheap and convenient for you to use this card. Yes.
What is the validity period of the card?
So the validity period of a card is 5 years without seeing a bank. It's quite a long period for you to be able to have that card. So we're talking about 5 years. Yes.
Is there a mobile app to manage the card? Probably
Yes.
because now, we are in that era where, the phone is like our daily life. So we have the KCB app, yes?
We have the KCB app.
Yeah.
And for those who don't have KCB app, just on your phone, go to KCB website, access your icon for card, the one I already talked, the mobile portal. Just click on your card, prepaid card, multi-currency, and you'll find everything that you need to manage your card. Just on your phone, on the KCB website, you're able to manage that card and end to end without being even KCB customer. So you're going to be able to manage that card end to end from that portal.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Are there any limitations?
So the limitation are the usual limits in terms of how much per day just to secure the customer. And how much you can transact per day. Those are all security features that we put around, and of course AML, anti-money laundering, a structure that takes place. But basically we don't have any limit outside to restrict, but over and above under the frameworks of AML and just the security feature, the amounts we are talking about, you can be able to probably withdraw up to 40,000 one transaction. You know why we do that? Just in case you're able to take control in case something happened. And then other security feature I wanted to mention also, you can report that card and block yourself from the portal in case it gets lost. Yes. So limitation, we can do exceptional on the amounts, sometimes the amount beyond AML, Kenya, anything above 1 million, you have to do documentation. Anything above that, we are able to facilitate. But anything below 1 million, you can be able to transact freely and anywhere without any restriction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to take us through like a step by step, just step by step on the conversion, maybe for someone who's watching and they really don't understand how this works. So say you're using Australia a lot. So
because of the many students, because it's a very popular destination for students.
So say you're in Australia, you've been there as a student, now you want to come back to the country. How does that conversion happen, through the card? Just elaborate it further.
So I will start from the end and then the reverse. So you've gotten your card, you've gone to the portal, you've registered the portal. So on the portal you'll get load card. So once you click load card, it will give you two options. If you're a KCB customer, you load from your account. If you're not a KCB customer, you have the second option, load from M-Pesa. So you'll click M-Pesa. You'll put your number there, then you'll get STK push, just to put your PIN. Of course, with the amount, then you are able to fund the KS wallet. So you'll have money, because M-Pesa to the wallet, first of all, we settle at the KS. Then once the money is the KS, you have now transfer, the icon on the same portal, transfer fund to different wallets. So you'll click. Of course, your primary wallet is Kenya shillings. You'll click and it will give you a drop down and you select which currency you want. Now Australian dollar. So you'll click there and then say what amount you want to transfer, and it's simple as that, you transfer. Now getting back to the country, you want to get the money back. Probably you didn't utilize all the funds. You'll click transfer from your Australian dollar wallet and back to your Kenya shillings, then convert it back, either through an ATM or back to your bank account.
Now, sorry, with that, with that laid down, maybe what are the benefits in terms of exchange rates, in terms of, the conversion costs, just what is that saving me from? Now,
you've already mentioned, first of all, security of carrying cash, the convenience of just the uncertainty of when you travel. We remove that uncertainty. When you travel, you have cash. You go to a forex bureau. First of all, you don't know even what is the exchange. Am I being conned? Is this currency real? That uncertainty of just travel is settled.
Yeah.
For me, that's the most important thing. For those who have traveled will bear witness. It's a very nervous moment when you arrive at the airport. You don't know what to do next. I need to pay for, probably, I don't have internet. I need to pay for Uber, cash. What do I do? That is a very nervous process. And then you'll see all this bureau, and some countries you'll even find people standing at the airport with real hard cash. You don't know even how much you need to get. That uncertainty for me is where we are resolving. And we are saying, you go, it's convenient, you're safe, and there's peace of mind whenever you land in any country where we are supporting the currencies. For me, that is the biggest. And I mean, safety, you cannot take, a card is safe. It is cost effective for us. It's the most important thing we are resolving right now. Yes.
Are there any hidden charges? I'm sure someone is asking themselves. It seems too good to be true. So maybe are there any hidden charges? Are there charges that one should know about?
So first of all, I mentioned paying with a card is free. And this is what I need to tell Kenyans.
Yeah.
Paying with a card is free. There is no charges.
Yeah.
Transferring money from your KS to any of your wallet is actually free. Another thing Kenyans need to know, you can actually negotiate for your foreign currency. When you come to our branches, you have your Kenya shillings, you want to convert, then deposit, you can actually negotiate for a rate. That gives you an opportunity to take control of that. For me, those are the most important thing. In terms of charges, I've already mentioned is the ATM withdrawal. That's all you're going to incur when you're removing your money, which is $200 outside, $2 outside this country, $2, and 30 shillings plus excess duty when you're in country, especially on KCB ATM. So those are the only charges that you're having. Because I always tell people, today if you carry your Kenya shilling card, your debit card, your credit card, Kenya shilling, there is a charge on it to cushion the FX volatility for most banks. So they always mark it up to be able to cushion. Because remember, the settlement of a card happens the next day. So the card settlement, I'm trying to make it simple, is settled the next day. So to cushion the next day, we don't know what will happen in the foreign currency. Most people who issue cards, most banks, they'll always have a markup or a commission charge to be able to cover for them for the FX volatility. This is what we are eliminating. We've removed by you just taking control of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Probably your parting shot, your last remarks.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Vivian. That was a good conversation. Sure. I believe I've been able to articulate this great opportunity for Kenyans, especially those who are traveling. Don't stress anymore. Walk into your KCB, pick up your multi-currency credit card, load it, and travel and have peace of mind. Anywhere in the world, we are with MasterCard, we are able to facilitate that payment. Thank you very much.
All right, this seems like a really, really good innovation. It would save a lot. I agree with you on that for sure. Thank you so much for joining us and for shedding light on this.
Thank you.
This is where we end this particular conversation. I was joined by Mr. Johnson Ondicho. He is KCB Bank Kenya Head of Digital Channels. Don't you go too far. I'll be back with a different conversation. Today is Wednesday, so we'll be having women at the forefront. But before we get to that, weather updates.